Okay, so Bitcoin a day or two ago got one more push towards the potential gain over our level reach, taking the liquidity over our past highs. Be that as it may, in this video we will discuss in the event that an impermanent top for Bitcoin can really be correct now and we will see one more turn back towards the lower part of our level reach. Furthermore, in addition, I likewise need to impart to you how to really quantify the value focus of our flat reach and what it's going to. If we will see a break towards the potential gain, perhaps in the impending hours. Yet what, most importantly, you will see, it truly seems to be that. A few days ago, Bitcoin was siphoning intensely towards the potential gain towards the area of $29,000. We got a dismissal. In the wake of taking the liquidity over our past high, and that implies individuals that really were in a short or a sell position having the stop misfortune over the high, they certainly got halted out with a WIC towards the contrary here. Furthermore, it's exceptionally intriguing since, in such a case that you truly do make a difference, our week-by-week turn focuses on our outline. It seems as though we hit our R1 week-by-week turn at $21,073 extremely, pleasantly, and solely after we hit the degree of obstruction, after we took the liquidity here. We got a dismissal back towards disadvantage. Presently focusing on our volume. Has the dismissal been occurring on a higher volume or no? Indeed. I would really say we truly got some sort of a volume spike on a dismissal towards some site, yet truly focusing on the number of individuals that truly got sold on a sucker. Some site, I would really say not that numerous in light of the fact that it seems to be just 13 million of long positions got racked on a push down. Which right currently implies that it appears as though individuals were truly shorting the highest point of our even reach, the deviation and the liquidity over our past high. Presently perhaps you're pondering, brother, at what region is Bitcoin at this moment? Seeing a push up, a bob of some sort or another, and what you can really do. FIBO retracement. We will go from our swing low back to our swing high. It appears as though we really hit our 0.5 FIBO resubstitution level here. Yet again and, applying our week-by-week turn focuses on our outline. It looks like precisely at this particular. We got another week-by-week turn, which will be another week after week turn here. So it seems as though we got disturbance from our R1 week-by-week turn back towards disadvantage, towards another week after week turn. What's more, additionally, likewise applying week-by-week volume-weighted normal cost on the diagram. It additionally seems as though it will be precisely at this particular region. To that end we are correct now seeing a push towards the potential gain and a retest of our old everyday degree of obstruction at 28,332 US darts. Furthermore, yesterday on Twitter, I really posted it. It appears as though we are correct now in a hesitation method of some sort or another. We are seeing a pleasant response of Bitcoin subsequent to taking the liquidity over the high of the reach. In any case, there is likewise a little retention occurring, and that implies that individuals are shorting here, however bulls are attempting to push the cost higher. That implies they are all the selling pressure that was coming into the market on a push towards disadvantage. Yet, right now, it really seems as though we are indeed exchanging underneath the highest point of our flat reach. And that implies we are acknowledged once more into the reach and one could compose a, say, exchange the reach until it breaks, and that implies we could be searching for some sort of a pivot back towards disadvantage, back towards the lower part of our level reach. In any case, I would agree what is happening right now, it's not quite so straightforward as it might seem to be. Presently, as a matter of some importance, we really want to recognize Bitcoin right now. It's really exchanging an exceptionally decent upswing. It doesn't exactly make any difference with what outstanding moving midpoints. You will go on the 1 hourly, on the 2 hourly. On the 4-hour time period, we are certainly moving in an exceptionally decent upturn. Likewise going with the basic moving midpoints. It additionally seems to be on the 4 hourly, on the 2 hourly, on the 1 hourly, perhaps likewise on the day-to-day time span. Bitcoin is exchanging a normal upturn. Furthermore, in addition, since we got this particular push toward the potential gain likewise implies we have right now still bullish market structure. So on the grounds that we are in an upturn, I would say, obviously, pattern has a higher likelihood of proceeding and possibly we could be searching for a breakout of some sort or another. Out of our flat reach here, however we really want to recognize that as of now the cost activity that has been shaping for the recent days here isn't moving. It's really a reach-bound climate. Furthermore, as referenced previously, in light of the fact that we got a push towards disadvantage underneath the highest point of our level reach here, since we are moving beneath the everyday here, we ought to attempt to in any case share with ourselves. Our flat reach here is significant. Exchange the reach until it really breaks. Presently something vital that individuals don't know about, assuming you go with the volume levels, right, estimating the whole upper cost segment with the volume of the even reach, it appears as though we are acknowledged underneath the worth region. High acknowledgement beneath the worth region high here implies that we are indeed exchanging, the area of 70%. All the volume that was really exchanged this particular even reach. So suppose that way. Looking right now at the cost segment, we are exchanging at the mark of control at the greatest volume bunch of the whole level reach, and once more, going over the worth region high. Will be a bullish correspondence or less. Bitcoin is really going to have the option to see a push towards the potential gain to go over the worth region high. I would really say we are searching for some sort of a turn back towards potential gain. Yet again, so we compose uncertainly now precisely where possibly we could go somewhat more bullish, possibly expecting a real effective breakout towards the potential gain except if we go over the worth region. We are in the reach and we are possibly searching for one more pivot back towards disadvantage. Presently, how could I really say that? On the off chance that Bitcoin see one more push towards the up here, towards the worth region high, we will have a very high likelihood of going much higher and breaking the reach towards the potential gain. It will be on the grounds that we have retested the highest point of our even reach here. For commonly, you are really going to see first time, second time, third time, fourth time. We have right to been retesting this particular degree of obstruction here. So assuming we go by and by towards the potential gain, towards the worth region, high towards our day-to-day high time level, as I would see it, the likelihood of breaking the level towards the potential gain is most certainly going to be very high. In any case, before the present moment, we discussed the specific value focus of the reach and what will be our preparation thoughts for now. At this moment, we want to discuss what is really going to be the specific cost focus on that can be estimated with our level reach. So the thing we will do in the event that we go most importantly with finance channel making this particular flat reach here, extending this one marginally lower and copying the reach and putting this one at the upper here. What you will note is the mid-level of our new flat reach will come up at 30,100 US spec roughly. Presently recall, for what reason is this region such a significant level? Most importantly, we really do have our week-by-week high drum time span level at 30,000 US dollars, and in addition, what we could likewise do, going for instance, on the everyday time span and measure whole upper cost segment that was shaping to or quite a while back here, we can see our volume level is likewise going to land incredibly, intently towards the value focus of our flat reach esteem region. Low 30,300 USR. So I would really say IBI Bitcoin right currently will be ready to go in the future over our worth region, high over the area of 28,500 US dollars. We are searching for an expected breakout with a value focus of roughly 30,000 US dollars where we truly do have the objective of the reach, where we really do have the objective of the volume level, and obviously likewise where we really do have our vital high term time period level of opposition on the buy Bitcoin cost. Presently, something else that I might want to note. Assuming we go, for instance, with a financial exchange, that being said, our S&P of 100, this one is most certainly breaking towards the potential gain. We are exchanging over the high, and our next target, on the off chance that we go higher, is really going to be our next everyday degree of obstruction, and that implies we truly do have right currently more space to go towards the potential gain of around 1.85%, and precisely the same thing is going on here with the Nasdaq diagram. We are breaking over the day-to-day line here, and our next day-to-day will be roughly 1.28% higher. Obviously, assuming we will proceed with our pattern towards the potential gain, so in the event that the financial exchange that will open in the forthcoming hours will proceed higher, obviously, as I would like to think, possibly mean Bitcoin is additionally going to go much higher toward the potential gain, perhaps recover the day-to-day, and obviously likewise our worth region high, which will land at 28,500 USR. Keep in mind, except if we really break our worth region high, we are as yet exchanging our horizontal range on the Bitcoin cost. Presently, this is the thing, correct? On the off chance that we will see a turn back towards drawback from the highest point of the reach where Bitcoin is exchanging right now, what will be our most memorable help level? We ought to know about and what you will take note. Our worth region low on Bitcoin will land at 27,300 USR. Our everyday high from time span support level will be marginally lower at 27,001. Furthermore, additionally, What we could likewise do, Fibo, regular retracement from our swing low back to our swing high. Our brilliant phi proportion will be marginally higher than our worth region high. So I would agree that like that, assuming Bitcoin in the forthcoming hours suspend lower, this region will be our super port zone where possibly we could be searching for some sort of a long or a buy ownership on the piece contain. For what reason am I saying that we could be searching for a long or a purchase at this level as opposed to precisely at the lower part of our even reach? Yet again, in light of the fact that actually assuming that we get through our help region towards us here, and we retest the lower part of our flat reach, we will have a very high likelihood of then likewise breaking the reach towards drawback. I need this help zone to really hold with an exceptionally basic negation level of our long situation beneath our area of help. Then again, on the off chance that we are correct now going to see some sort of a push toward the potential gain on Bitcoin, you might possibly likewise be hoping to go with some sort of the emergency room exchange assuming that Bitcoin will see acknowledgement over the worth region high. In any case, simply note, it won't be an ideal long or a tight spot position here since we are really entering a long or a tight spot position precisely at the highest point of our level reach. I would agree that we could be searching for a long here just in light of the fact that we are retesting the degree of opposition as of now for, as we said previously, perhaps the 6th time in succession. So we truly do have a seriously high likelihood of breaking the level towards the potential gain. However, in a perfect world in an upswing, we are searching for purchases at the help levels as opposed to the degrees of protections. Yet again, on the off chance that you are searching for a long or a buy ownership here for some sort of a breakout, ensure you are hindering likewise a stop misfortune into the even reach on the grounds that, as we said previously, on the off chance that we see additionally acknowledgement back underneath the worth region high. Indeed, it's a negative piece correspondence end. Really at that time obviously we need to get halted out of our long belonging. However, once more, our next significant cost target will be at the area of around $30,000 here on the Bitcoin cost. What's more, much thanks. Alright, so Bitcoin a little while back got another push towards the likely increase over our level reach, taking the liquidity over our past highs. In any case, in this video we will examine if a fleeting top for Bitcoin can truly be right now in, and we will see another turn around towards the lower part of our level reach. Moreover, furthermore, I in like manner need to confer to you how to truly measure the worth focal point of our level reach and what it's going to. We will see a break towards the expected increase, maybe in the looming hours. However what, in particular, you will see, it genuinely is by all accounts that a couple of days prior, Bitcoin was siphoning strongly towards the expected increase towards the area of $29,000. We got an excusal following taking the liquidity over our past high, and that suggests people that truly were in a short or a sell position having the stop mishap over the high, they surely got ended out with a WIC towards the opposite here. Besides, it's outstandingly fascinating since, in such a case that you genuinely have in effect our step-by-step turn centers around our layout, it appears like we hit our multi-step-by-step turn at $21,073 very wonderfully and exclusively after we hit the level of hindrance, after we took the liquidity here, we got an excusal back towards this service. By zeroing in on our volume. Has the excusal been happening on a higher volume or no? To be sure, I would truly say we genuinely got some kind of a volume spike on an excusal towards some site, yet really zeroing in on the quantity of people that really got sold on a sucker. Some site, I would truly say not that various considering the way that it is by all accounts only 13 million of long positions got racked on a push down, which right as of now suggests that it seems like people were really shorting the most elevated mark of our even come to, the deviation and the liquidity over our past high. By maybe you're contemplating, sibling, at which area is Bitcoin as of now? Seeing a push up, a sway of some kind or another, and what you can truly do. FIBO retracement. We will go from our swing low back to our swing high. It seems like we truly hit our 0.5 FIBO re-replacement level here. Once more and, applying our step-by-step turn centers around our blueprint. It looks like definitively at this specific. We got one more step-by-step turn, which will be one more a large number of weeks turn here. So it appears like we got unsettling influence from our multi-step-by-step turn around towards impediment, towards one more a large number of weeks turn. Also, moreover, in like manner applying step-by-step volume-weighted ordinary expense on the chart. It furthermore appears like it will be definitively at this specific locale. To that end we are right presently seeing a push towards the possible increase and a retest of our old regular level of impediment at 28,332 US darts. Besides, yesterday on Twitter, I truly posted it. It seems like we are right now in a wavering technique for some sort or another. We are seeing a lovely reaction of Bitcoin resulting to taking the liquidity over the high of the compass. Regardless, there is in like manner a little maintenance happening, and that suggests that people are shorting here, but bulls are endeavoring to push the expense higher. That suggests there. All the selling pressure that was coming